Hey, how's it going? What's up, my fellow Uber and delivery drivers? Hope you're doing good today on this lovely Thursday. Wanted to report on something that I came across today in regards to a Lyft driver and a passenger. This is something that occurred in Brooklyn, and supposedly this poor guy was trampled on for no real apparent reason other than just the driver being, violent and abrasive and possibly an ex-criminal. Not really sure exactly what the history of the driver was, but he should not have been on board in the first place. So what happened was, in Brooklyn one night, a guy who was a musician, this was around 2 o'clock in the morning, ordered a Lyft ride. And when the driver arrived, for whatever reason, he was not, I guess, comfortable with getting in the ride, supposedly didn't want to get in the ride. And the driver started yelling at him and then got out of the car, grabbed the guy, threw him down to the ground. He hit his head, got knocked unconscious, and started stomping on the guy, kicked him in the head, kicked him in the wrist, kicked him in the genitals, in the legs, and left the guy just, basically like broken on the ground. And it's like, why? Why would you do that just because the guy didn't want to get in your car? But anyways, this poor guy was a musician, and because of that injury, the injuries that he sustained to his wrist and his head, and the concussions that he got, he is no longer able to play music. So basically, this Lyft driver, just some random violent nut job, has ended this poor guy's career because he's an asshole. You know. Yeah, guys, got to definitely be careful out there, especially the part of the part that's wrong. The other part that's wrong, especially on Lyft's part, is that supposedly after this gentleman reported it to the police, um, and Lyft got in contact. I'm sorry, and then the police, New York police, got in contact with Lyft. Lyft took supposedly 7 months to provide the identity of that driver from New York City's, New York City Police's subpoena. And when they did, supposedly they only offered an email address and a phone number. So yeah, it's like, what's the deal? This guy was clearly upset after this incident, and he just received a very like robotic, dehumanized response. Just a very standard corporate reply. Nothing, sympathetic. This guy was a big fan of Lyft when they first came out. Was kind of like a cheerleader for them, to a certain degree, I suppose. He believed in them and liked them a lot, and was expecting more, but he didn't get that. He got just the standard, dead fish, drone mediocre response, which is really unfortunate. And this driver shouldn't have been on the platform from the first place because his TLC, taxi and license certification, which you need to have by law in New York City, had expired before Lyft even hired him back in 2016. So he'd already had a revoked, expired TLC certification, and Lyft hired him on, and this guy was on like he wasn't supposed to be, and then this happened. 6 months later, he did this to this guy. So yeah, just unfortunately, one of those cases where it slipped through the cracks. One of these guys totally slipped through the cracks that shouldn't have been on, and ended up changing a guy's life. Really messed up. I see we got a few people watching. Let me jump on to my. I'm gonna jump onto my laptop and say hello to you guys. Find out who's. Let's find out who's here. Open this up here. Okay, let's go to my channel and let's see. Let's see who's there. Let's say hi. Okay, videos. Boop. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the chat. If you're there, feel free to say hi. If you're watching, it would be great if you could, give me a thumbs up. I don't think I see any likes yet. So if you are watching, you're at least, somewhat entertained enough to continue watching. So you must like it. So let's give it a thumbs up here. We have Tavo L'Oreal. Tavo L'Oreal. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Please tap that thumbs up if you're watching. And we've got Dual Beacon of Lightning. Hey, what's up, man? How are ya? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you guys here. And Tavo L'Oreal, I'm not sure if I've seen you before. Is this your first time on one of my live streams? From San Diego. Okay, you're only like 2 hours south of me. I hail here from LA, so you're not too far. You're also a Southern California guy. Okay, Beacon of Light, I am great. How are you? I am also doing good. Just waiting on my car right now. My car is right now getting the oil pan replaced because it was having an oil leak. Just it had this consistent oil leak over the last several months. And after changing the filter and trying changing the plug and some other things, didn't seem to be enough. And so this guy finally, the manager finally decided, okay, let's just replace the whole thing, and hopefully that will take care of it, and hopefully that will nip it in the butt. So he'll be calling me a little bit later when it's ready. So just waiting on that. And then once I get it back tonight, I'll go out there and I'll do some DoorDash, as the new pay model for DoorDash is live now here in LA. So I'll go ahead and take advantage of that and see how it goes for me on a Thursday night. Okay. Never been here. Okay, well, welcome. Welcome, Tavo. Tavo, are you a driver, or are you a passenger, or just someone was kind of interested in the topic and wanted to learn? Oil leak is never good. Definitely not. Tavo, hope your car turns out good. Thank you. So do I. Yeah, hopefully this finally fixes the problem and there's no more leak, so I don't have to keep on, stopping at a gas station and buying a quart of 5W20 and putting it in, and then driving back to Pep Boys and saying, hey, it's still leaking, you still haven't fixed it. I'm kind of tired of having to go back there, over and over again. And they're probably tired of seeing me too. So hopefully this will fix it, so we're both happier. Okay. Yes, I'm a driver. Okay, cool. Now, are you driving for Uber and Lyft, or just one of them? Yeah, I have spent a lot on oil, but they've had to reimburse me. I mean, I've had to stop at like an AutoZone, or what are those other ones? I actually had to stop at a Pep Boys auto parts store, a different Pep Boys parts store, and I've had to buy quarts of oil on numerous occasions, and just pour it in, because I kept on getting this the oil pressure indicator light. It's like a red light that kind of flickers, almost looks like a genie lamp, and looks a lot like a genie lamp actually. And so you flicker it, and it means that you're low on oil, and if you don't put something in there right away, it could cause serious damage. So yeah, I've had to jump on that, dodge right over to the store, O'Reilly Auto Parts, whatever, pour in quarter oil, and then see if the flicker indicator would go away. And if it went away, great, then I could keep going. And that's what I did. It would normally go away after pouring in a quart, because even though it's leaking, it's not pouring, so it would be enough to get through the shift. Okay, Uber, no Lyft. Okay. Okay, so you do Uber. Okay, cool. Cool. I need a Night Rider light. Okay, Tavo, I'm a subscriber. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you being a subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. I'm glad that you like the videos that I put out. And welcome to my live stream. I'm gonna be trying to do these a little more frequently. Beacon of Lightning, he's gonna be doing a live stream of his own. He mentioned, I think he said October 19th in a haunted lighthouse, I believe you said. Okay, but let me make sure I didn't miss any of the points of this particular incident. I'll mention a couple other things to stick with the topic of the title. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Let me just review here. This happened in May of 2017, just to be correct with the timeline. He never guessed that ordering this Lyft would change his life, of course. You wouldn't expect, just taking a ride could change your life. He suffered 2 concussions. And Lyft did not deactivate this guy right away after, obviously the passenger, this musician guy, reported it to Lyft. And Lyft did not deactivate the guy, right away. He was able to give 700 and something more rides, 730, I think it says in here, more rides as a violent person who gives people concussions, because that's how thorough, Lyft's, complaint processing is. Yeah, a lot of work needs to be done there. A lot of work. You'll notice when they did their IPO filing, they used the words safe and safety reportedly 59 times. So hopefully they are now going to be more committed to it. I guess we'll see. But yeah, of course, Lyft gave the standard response. Safety is fundamental to Lyft. The incident is terrifying, and the driver has been permanently banned, but not after being able to make 700 more fares off of us, and possibly maybe hurt somebody else. But he's gone now, no problem. Yeah, very standard, very standard. Just we're thinking of him, and what else do they usually say? Oh, we stand by, ready to cooperate with police. It's very standard. Very standard ones. But, okay, fast fact. Pratt, the guy's last name is Pratt, the musician who was attacked. He is at least the 27th Lyft passenger who has sued Lyft for being assaulted since August 1st. That's a lot. That's a lot of lawsuits. It's a lot of lawsuits. One of them would include a woman named Allison Turcos, who's also from Brooklyn. She also is suing Lyft, supposedly because a Lyft driver held her at gunpoint while 2 guys raped her. Oh, that's really, really messed up. Really, really messed up. Clearly not enough was done, so she feels she had to sue them. Many people have had to sue them, apparently. But yeah, he never received any kind of apology. Just a very robotic response from Lyft. We all know how Lyft touted themselves, from near the beginning as being safe and being a safer alternative to Uber. But these days, that has not really been proven. They have, up until this point, they have not been really any safer than Uber. They've been just as dangerous. Rideshare confessions. Hey. Okay, let me jump into the chat and get caught up here. Okay, how is the pay with DoorDash, Tavo? Tavo, it's supposed to be getting better. Apparently the new system, or the new pay structure, went live here in LA yesterday, finally, and I actually tried it out for about an hour last night. I was in my Korean class, and once my Korean class ended, it was 9:30, and I figured I'd flip it on and see what I could get, on a Wednesday night, in the Hollywood Silver Lake area. At that time, I was able to hop on, and I did receive several not great offers, but then I noticed, a few good ones, and I ended up grabbing a couple of them. So it's supposedly getting better. Okay. Okay. Always good topics. Thank you, Tavo. Tavo, keep up the good work. Will do. I'll do my best. Thank you. Okay. Jose, I'm getting 2 reflective lightning bolt stickers for my car windows. Hell yeah. All right, all right. Okay. Okay, we got some more watchers. We got 6 people. Okay. If you have not liked this stream yet, tap that thumbs up. Okay. Correct, Jose. October 19th is the Haunted Lighthouse. Okay, so I did remember that well. Okay. Crazy. You're welcome. No problem. No problem. Write your confessions. Okay, Jose, do you go on Bigo? Bigo. Do you want? What is Bigo? I don't know what Bigo is. Bigo. I don't know what that is. Renegade Biker 24. Welcome. What's up, buddy? Okay, this week here in Arkansas, it is bikes, blues, and barbecue, and the passengers are a lot more polite than the regular college kids for now. Well, that's a relief. That's good. I hope you make good money during this, during this event. Generally, events are a great opportunity to make more money. At the same time, they can be a little bit crazy. Honestly, me, I avoid like big events like concerts or the baseball games like the Plague, because I've driven them before and just have not had a good experience because of the chaos of trying to get, have your passenger find you, or find your passenger, vice versa, and that can take up to 30 minutes just to get out of there. I had one time when I was picking somebody up from a Dodgers game, and there's people everywhere and random people trying to get into your car. Are you my Lyft? Are you my Uber? And not even, like looking, and, luckily, you keep the doors locked, of course, so you don't have to end up kicking people out who are drunk and belligerent and might not want to get out and just say, fuck you. And, just unruliness can happen easily at an event like that. I know, anytime there's a Rihanna concert, I'm definitely not going near that. But that's just me, that's just me. That's my personal experience and preference. Although, sure, you could make good money. I kind of find, to me, in my experience, the downsides, the cons, don't seem to weigh enough for it to be a pro to go ahead and do it. To me, that's just me. Okay, thumbs up, everybody. Yes, please, everybody, thumbs up. Okay. Bigo is a live streaming app where you get paid as long as you do 30 hours of live streaming on there per month. Okay, interesting. Oh, you get paid if you do at least 30 hours of live streaming? That sounds kind of cool. I guess I could take a look at it. But then again, I mean, if I'm live streaming there, then, that would take away from live streaming on here. So I'll have to look into that, though, get the details as far as how much that pays and all that. I'll at least check it out, definitely, because that's the intelligent thing to do, is to at least check out the options, and then you can make a decision based off of having all of the information. Okay, Nats game in DC are a nightmare for pickup. Yeah, I bet they are. I bet they are. Oh, did you mean Nets? The basketball team, the Nets? Yeah, I can imagine that being a big pain in the butt. How could that not? I mean, you've got a bunch of drunk people coming out of a game. Yeah! And, they can't find you because they're faded, and, yeah. Just nuts. Just nuts. Okay. Jose, I'm only trying to help. Oh, I know. I know you're only trying to help. Of course. Of course I know you're only trying to help. Okay. Let me go back to this article quick and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, no, I noticed. I mentioned the TLC, taxi and limousine. Okay, yeah, certification provided by the Taxi and Limousine Commission is what TLC stands for. Regulates New York City for hire drivers. Gotta have that permit to drive in New York. He did not. Okay. And supposedly Lyft does not do even at all, supposedly not even like a basic background check in New York City because of that law. Supposedly they allow TLC, they just leave that to TLC and let TLC, the Taxi and Limousine Commission do a background check and don't really do one of their own, which is, yeah. Okay. Interesting fact, in Austin, Texas, in 2016, there was a law that was requiring Lyft and Uber drivers to be fingerprinted. And what happened was Lyft and Uber, they didn't want to deal with that. No, we don't want to go through that thorough of a process. So what did they do? They left. They left Austin, Texas, and then apparently a year later, some legislators, other Texas legislators, overturned that law, and Uber and Lyft went ahead and went right back in. You know, of course, because they don't want to have to, do that, full, background check. No, we don't want to fingerprint people. That's too much, even though it could have, helped to, catch some ex-cons and felons that have, been hurting people on the platform. But, hey, big corporation, bottom line, of course, is more important than, people's lives, unfortunately. Right? Right, guys? Okay. But yeah, as you know, earlier I made a video about how Lyft is, doing continuous background checks earlier in the spring. They mentioned they're going to start doing those continuous ones. And mandatory sexual violence training for all drivers, which that's a new one that I'm just learning about myself. I didn't know they were going to start having mandatory sexual violence training for drivers. That's good. And that's part of 14 new safety features supposedly here in 2019. Okay. And of course, part of it's just because of drivers leaving. There's a high turnover rate, and so Lyft is constantly, hiring drivers. Like I mentioned in my last video, with those promotions that they have going, they're just trying to grab more people because a lot of people are leaving, and the more drivers that they have, of course, yeah, the more money they can make, yada yada yada. So they're happy to take, as many people as they can, even if, they miss a few baddies along the way, just to get them behind the wheel and, into a car. Yeah, but that's just messed up. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I saw that, and it's just really messed up. Especially, somebody who that violent, and he was still able to continue giving rides, that many more rides, just scot free after having ruined somebody's life like that, is messed up. Caught my attention, and I wanted to talk about it. Let me get caught up with the chat, and we'll see how much longer I want to stay on here. Okay, here we go. Let me get caught up. Okay. Dual beacon of lightning. I was referred by another Uber tuber. Oh, to the Bigo. Okay. Alamo City Dan. What's up, buddy? Welcome back. How was Rambo? I liked it. It's a little slow for like the beginning part and at least half the movie, possibly 2/3, you could say. Yeah, possibly the first hour is kind of slow. Is storyline. It's kind of like developing, like, okay, this is what's gonna happen, and this is why Rambo is gonna have to go and do what he does. I'm not gonna ruin it for you with the details, but yeah, then towards the the end, like the last half an hour, maybe 20 minutes or so, is when it really gets intense and interesting, and where he's like the real Rambo, the old Rambo that we love, doing kicking some serious butt. Okay, we got 8 watching. Who else is out there? Say hello. Say hi in the chat. If you've never been here before, definitely say hello. Love to give you a shout out. And if it's your first time here, make sure that you subscribe so that you know whenever I come out with a new video. Okay. Rambo Last Blood. How was that movie? Yeah, it was good. It was good, Beacon of Lightning. I liked it. I know a lot of people didn't. I was seeing some reviews of other people saying that they didn't like it. Um, they thought it was just lame, in comparison to the others, or not what they expected, which happens. That can happen a lot. I personally enjoyed it. The girl that I took with me enjoyed it as well. So, yeah, it was good. Pico! Hey, what's up, Pico? All right. Alamo City, San Antonio Brethren. Okay. The first movie was a little slow, too. I don't even remember, man. It's been so long, since I've seen that 1982 movie. Was it 1982? I think I got the year right, maybe. Definitely in the 80s. Okay. Awesome. Got to see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would check it out. I mean, I check out a lot of movies, period. Just, because I have that AMC Stubs A-list thing. And so why not? I mean, I'm already paying for it, so might as well use it, right? Okay. All right, we are at 5 thumbs up, guys, but we have 8 watching, so we're missing a couple thumbs up, guys. We gotta tap those likes. All right. I think 81. Okay, could be. Well, we could actually just look it up right now. I'm just gonna look it up right now. Let's just see what year it was. Let's go on to. Let's just Google it. Rambo First Blood. Whoops, I can't spell. Let's see what year it came out. 1982. Okay, I was right. That's pretty good. Not bad. Also about the same length of time, an hour and 33 minutes. This one's an hour and a half, this Last Blood, so about the same amount of time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, man, what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of this whole these people just slipping through their cracks with Lyft? Do you feel that Lyft is, whatever efforts they're currently doing, do you guys think that they are going to reduce the amount of, violent people that they let on the platform? Or do you think that they're just saying those things, to appease the world? What do you think? We got 9 watching. All right. 9 watching. If you're new, if you haven't been here before, welcome. And feel free to say hi, and I'll give you a shout out. If you don't want to, that's okay. You don't have to say hi. But do give me a thumbs up if you like my content. If it's your first time here, give me a thumbs up. And if you've been here before and you like my content, also give me a thumbs up. Okay. We are at 5. Let's try to get to 10. Okay. Jose, I got a lot of content on the Amazon Fire TV box. Oh, that sounds cool. I don't have that. I just use, I have Netflix and Hulu, and do I have Hulu? No, I don't have Hulu. Nope, I have Netflix and Amazon Prime. That's what I have. Okay. Both have pretty decent stuff. I've been watching that, the second season of 13 Reasons Why, which I believe is in 3 seasons now, I think. But yeah, I'm just now, trying to watch season 2. The new Terminator shill should be good. The previews look good. I really like that they brought, what's her name? The original lady back? I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But, well, let's look it up since I forgot. But yeah, I like her a lot. I liked her. Linda Hamilton. There it is. It just hit me. Linda Hamilton. Yeah, I like that she's back in it. It looks cool to have her back in it, So I'm excited to see it. Of course I'm going to watch that. I really can't wait for the Joker movie. That one I'm really excited about, actually, the Joker movie. Okay. All right, so we're at 29 minutes. All right, so we'll go till 30, maybe 31. So I'll stay on for a couple more minutes, guys, and then I think I'll hop off because I am going to receive a telephone call pretty much any, minute now, and I don't want it to, interrupt the stream, and then I got to go pick up my car and start driving and all that stuff. But anybody else have anything else that they want to talk about, or just say hi if it's your first time here, or Any other comments or thoughts on Lyft or even Uber? Because this is nuts. Stomped on the guy's freaking head. Totally irate. I mean, they had 90 drivers in Portland that should have been disqualified from driving. Just in Portland, my hometown of Portland, Oregon, Lyft had 90 drivers that had either suspended or revoked permits due to their either criminal or driving history. But Uber also had 78 themselves. So a total of 168 drivers with bad histories that shouldn't have been on there. Okay. Should be good. Yeah, I hope so. Renegade Biker 24. I think there's supposed to be a reboot of the Spawn movie, maybe next year. The original had Michael Jai White. I remember that one. It wasn't that good. Yeah, that one was not good. If they do if they reboot it, hopefully it's at least better. We all know how reboots are usually bad, but that's normally because they didn't need to reboot the movie. Usually when a movie's good, you don't need to reboot it, but they will anyway just to make extra money. And then of course it sucks because the first one was fine. But in this case, it could be an improvement because I don't think you can get much worse, in my opinion. Okay. H.N. Leguizamo. Oh, you're talking about John? Oh, John Leguizamo. Okay. Yes. It wasn't his fault, Jose, the Amazon Fire TV Box has all content from A to Z, 1, 2, 3, and everything in between. A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Where's my white glove when I need it? I should have my white glove and then stand up and grab my crotch. Okay. Jose, I know you like content. Yes, I do. Jose, all you need is the Amazon Fire TV box and internet. Okay. Yeah, I can probably make some more time for that, I suppose. Alright, guys. Well, I am going to go ahead and hop off. Thank you for coming. I'll see you in the next one, of course. If you, hop on again, I'd love to chat with you guys some more. If there's anything else that you wanna say. Or ask in your next one. If it's your first time and maybe you're just a little shy, didn't want to say that you were here, totally cool. Hopefully, or maybe you'll stay in the next one if you want to, or if you just don't want to, that's cool. It's still fine to have you watching. Appreciate you being here, whether you want to say hello or not. And if you did like my stream and did like this content, please smash that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet, so that you know when I put in a new video. Alright guys, well, you enjoy your Thursday night. If you're going to go out and drive, if you're going to do food delivery, be nice to the restaurant workers, drive safe, and if you're going to do rideshare, be careful, be nice to people in general, unless they're dicks to you. Take care.